Are you interested to open a company in Hamburg, Germany? If yes, today we have very special guest for you who will guide you without any charge, without any payment. So, first of all, welcome all of you. Apni Kahani Struggle to Success. And today we have a very special guest, Mrs. Lily Ong. She is the project director, International Investment, Hamburg Invest, Hamburg, Germany. Welcome, Lily. Namaste.
Thank you, Rajesh. And I would like to thank you once again for organizing such an interview sessions that is very relevant for international companies and startups and whoever, for everybody who like to expand themselves to Germany. I'm glad you do such a specific sessions on Hamburg, and I'm happy to be here to share some insights on Hamburg itself.
Would you like to tell about your life journey?
Sure. So I'm Lily, so I'm working for the Hamburg Invest. Hamburg Invest is the official investment board of the city of Hamburg. We help international companies and startups to set up their base here by providing all sort of services free of charge. We give free consultations on company formations, visa inquiries, site selections, as well as local business information. At the same time, we promote Hamburg as an innovative location, as a global trading hub, as well as startup hotspot in Europe. I was born in Malaysia. I also grew up in Malaysia, studied in the UK, and I worked in Singapore before I moved to Hamburg. Since then, I've been working with the Hamburg Invest. It has been a long 18 years. So since 2016, I'm the project director for Southeast Asia. We focus on Singapore as well as South Asia. We focus on India.
Lily, what Hamburg offer for the startups or who want to set up a business in Hamburg?
Yeah, sure. I guess that Hamburg has a lot to offer. As a port city, Hamburg is one of the largest economic centers of Northern Europe and home to top employers such as Airbus and Auto Group. So the city puts a strong expertise in maritime, in logistics, and supply chain, media, and e-commerce. Hamburg is also the German home of some of the world's top tech companies, such as Twitter, Dropbox, Facebook, Google, but not many people have known about it. They all have their headquarters in Hamburg. And in Hamburg, good ideas are actually our very valuable assets. We have a strong, diverse economic structures and a very vibrant startups ecosystem provide a solid basis for startups to grow and to scale.
Thank you. How you see the startup landscape in both countries, Germany and India?
Yes, we have 60 Indian companies set up in Hamburg, and we have a mixture of big corporations like Tata Groups to Gujarat Fluorochemicals to some SME and to startups. And we have seen also the increased numbers of startups coming from India to Hamburg for the past 5 years. So currently we have around 10 Indian startups with entity, and they are mostly based on a tech startup. And I would say what can we provide is that Hamburg, we are the promotion agencies of the city of Hamburg. So we give free consultations. We are the first port of call for any inquiries regarding company formations, regarding visa inquiries, and if you're looking for offices, warehouses, and that we can help you to do some search. And we also will share some startup programs, give consultations on funding opportunities, as well as relevant events and networks in Hamburg with you. At the same time, we work hand in hand with accelerators, innovation hubs, incubators, co-working spaces. So startups might want to join into some of those programs to tap into the German ecosystems. As you know, adapting a business to a new market takes simply expertise and times. So if you have a great partner here to help you, that would be great. So we act actually like a bridge to bring you with our networks together.
Really, it's a great help which Invest Hamburg and City of Hamburg is providing to the newly startup or newly companies who want to set up in the Hamburg. Would you like to tell what are the procedure to set up a company in Hamburg?
Yes, definitely. I would say that, setting up a company is actually very easy and not as complicated as one might think. What is more difficult is a step before that. So Germany is not a cheap place for companies to come in, and therefore people can't afford to say that I'm going to try it out and see whether my business will work here or not. So you need a long planning for that. So once a decision has been made, then we could talk about the procedures, how to set up a company. So there are a few choices, like you can set up an AG, GmbH, UG, but most commonly is definitely the GmbH, which is like a private limited company in India. Mm-hmm. I would say that 95% of our international companies, they have chosen the form of GmbH as the setup. And maybe I go a little bit deeper in that. As for GmbH, you can have two choices. Either you set it up as an individual, which is as a private person, or by legal entity, which means as a subsidiary. That means that also a company will act as a shareholder. The minimum register capital is 25,000 euro. And you have to get the article of association drafted, local address for registrations, and a bank account opening. So once the capital is being paid in, the notary will deal with the commercial registrations. So the whole process will take around 2 to 3 weeks times. And then the company is being set up.
Yes, naturally the minimum 25,000 euro, but there is no limitation of the maximum. What you have, if you have the 1 million euro, that's wonderful. So definitely minimum 25,000 euro. I have another interesting questions. Does anyone need a lawyer to set up the company in Hamburg or Germany?
Yes, it would be great, if you have a consultant to help you, and this consultant can be a lawyer, a tax advisor, or even a professional consulting company, or even a friend. But be careful with a friend, because sometimes, you have to see whether your friend is capable in helping you or not. So they should have some experiences with company incorporations. You can hire a lawyer, but it is not necessary.
But definitely you should have some consultant or lawyer who can guide you professionally what to do, what not to do. So ask suggestions from someone, but I'm sure the Lily will help you regarding this also.
Yes, definitely. So our task is to guide you, but we can't do the work physically for you. So you have to engage a consultant or a lawyer or a very experienced tax advisor, which is the accountant, or somebody as a friend, to help you in doing this process.
Do you help in the visa process?
Yes, this is a good question. And we give consultations on visa. As you know, that visa is a very tedious area. So we are here to help you, but we are not the one who will grant you the visa. It depends on the German consulate or the embassy to grant you the visa. I have to say that when you set up a company in Germany, it doesn't really mean that you will obtain the visa automatically. So company setup and visa applications are two different things. Once the company is being set up, you have to go back to your own country and put in your visa applications. And if you would like to reside in Germany and lead the company, for this, you have to prepare business plan, profit and loss, all those financial planning, proof of qualifications, etc. And then you should hand in your applications at the embassy or consulate.
Yeah, I totally agree with you that Invest Hamburg or consultant will not give you the visa, but of course, they will guide you how to get the visa. What are the challenges you see in Indian companies based on your experiences?
Yes, I think moving to Germany can likewise be daunting as language barriers, challenges with bureaucratic regulations, and cultural differences that can intimidate those who are not ready or do not have experiences or the right helping hand. So, I mean, ones have to go through a lot of experiences. Yes, talk to us. We are here to help you. We are here to make your business easier and the setup easier as well.
We always like to get the tips. Would you like to give some tips, do's and don't?
Yes, that's very interesting, Rajesh. Indeed. Yes, there are a few things that people have already know that a few common things that Germans are famous for, which is like being punctual for appointments. So let's say when we have an appointment at 9 a.m., which means you have 5 minutes plus and minus, but everything past or even ahead of 5 minutes will look back on you. So it doesn't mean that you should ring on the bell at 8 o'clock in the morning when you have an appointment at 9 o'clock, because we have set the time at 9 o'clock for you, and it could be that we have something to do at 8 o'clock. So don't come too early, and it doesn't look good on you too. Therefore, as you can see, deadlines, appointments, timetables, and even dates carry the weight in Germany.
So, guys.
Yes, and I do have another thing to share with you, is that I would say that you all have to be patient. I have recently a client which will send an email for some inquiries, and then at the same time, he will send me a few messages for WhatsApp again, just to remind me that, he has sent an email, so I should check on my email. So you definitely don't want to be pushy. Allow 1 or 2 days time for an answer.
Based on my personal experience, I would like to suggest wait at least 7 to 10 working days for your reply. If you do not get reply within 7 working days, then you can write. Do not push. Here is very simple. Personal is personal, professional is professional. If you have WhatsApp number, so do not write on weekend and holidays time and after 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. So you should consider this thing and wait until they reply, or after 7 days you can just send a gentle reminder.
Yes, you're absolutely right. It is not that the German governments or the authorities are not efficient. It is just that we have a lot of work to do, and sometimes we have very little manpower. So, it depends on the priority, and we will get back to you as soon as we can.
It's true. So one is the time, second is the don't push, and third?
Yes, there are a lot of do and don't. So those are the two that I would say that it makes sense. And yes, I'm thinking of what else, that there are certainly a few other things that you should do and don't based on your own experiences.
So guys, if you are interested to set up a company in Hamburg, so just write the Lily. But remember, don't push. Or in Hindi we say, yaar, ज़्यादा पीछा मत पड़ना. maintain the professional ethics, and I'm sure your company will run properly and you will get good guidance, professional guidance, which which will help you to run company successfully in Hamburg, Germany. Remember, you don't need any agent. Of course, if you have some professional, you can contact them. But Invest Hamburg will be a nice platform through whom you will able to know everything A to Z of your business. Thank you, Lily, for sharing your experience with us and you're giving tips. And thank you all. If you have anything, please write here. In description box, you will get all the details of the Lily. And write your comments. If you have any queries, you can write. So we will reply. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, Rajesh.